You want to get the nice big fold, and you want to cause an avalanche. Clean up in produce. Good morning, and thank you for coming out in this weather. I'm sure all of you would have preferred to stay in bed and hear the pitter-patter, and you're here, and we are grateful to have you. When your body is getting what it needs, it runs like a good machine, right? You hear about metabolism. Well, what is metabolism? Metabolism is the system, the function of your body, the way your organs and body processes work. So a fast metabolism is a metabolism that moves like a machine, an effective, well-oiled machine. You eat food, it goes through the digestive system, you keep what you need, you get rid of what you don't need, and you keep going on. Worrying won't stop the bad stuff from happening, it just stops you from enjoying the good, right? Always thinking about, when are we going to get to that next place? This is the next place. If the world stood still right now, this is our last moment, right? Enjoy. Good. Laughter is good. Stress management. Yes, we can manage stress. Again, we cannot necessarily control the circumstances around us. Well, some we can, but we can control how we react, how we restore, how we can improve our everyday functioning. The other day, I was going somewhere with Robin on an appointment, and I lost 2 phones that morning. And Robin, my dear friend and colleague, said, I don't know, Laura, when stuff like that happens, it's usually a sign that you're working too hard. So really, and the 15 minutes that I lost trying to find my phones, I resigned myself to it. I said, okay, I found the phones, and now I have to get back on the road. And it was a blessing in disguise. So let's always look for those blessings, because when I went back to the same path, which would have been a one-way back road to where I was going, traffic was backed up by 100 cars. And I took a different route, and I made my appointment on time. So, look for the silver linings as well. We really have to stop and not always be in such a rush. And I say this from a place of knowledge. I'm a rusher. Tips for a balanced life, knowing what healthy values are for heart rates. Know your norms. Again, if they say, oh, your numbers were good, well, what were they? If they weren't good, what were they? You have to know. If you don't know, you can't do anything about it. And you can remove the obstacles. Okay, so I have high blood pressure. What causes high blood pressure? Well, maybe you could stop using so much salt. Okay, good. Maybe you need to get more exercise. Great. And maybe if you did get exercise and improved your nutrition, you can get off that beta blocker. You can reduce the medication, which also reduces copays, by the way. So if there's a financial incentive here, that's a good one. Okay, trick question. Which weighs more, a pound of muscle or a pound of fat? Okay. Ha. They both weigh the same, but look at the size of the muscle. That's why when you start an exercise regimen and your pants start feeling baggy, but the scale hasn't moved, it's okay, because that denser muscle takes up less space on the body but weighs the same as the same amount of fat. But muscle is what's known as metabolically active tissue. Oh God, she's so skinny and so muscular, she could eat whatever she wants. Well, the people who are muscular can eat whatever they want most of the time, because that muscle demands more energy. It requires more fuel to keep that muscle sustained. The fat doesn't require a lot of energy. So that's the trick to building muscle, apart from the fact that muscle makes you stronger and protects the joints and the bones, right? Join the resistance. Okay, when practiced safely, people of all ages can improve joint stability and muscle tone. It is never too late to start an exercise program. A balanced diet with fruits and vegetables fills you up with less calories and gives your body the nutrition. Again, your body needs nutrition. We eat to satisfy hunger. I'll share a story. One time, one of my children got burned, and we spent the night at a burn unit at a hospital. And the next morning, they gave the kid Fruit Loops. And I called the dietitian to the room, and I asked why they gave him Fruit Loops, especially if you know anything about, sugar and infection, and the need for protein and vitamins when you're healing. They said that we just wanted to give him some calories to make sure that he wasn't hungry. So, this is what's around us, even in the hospitals. They're serving Fruit Loops to 1-year-olds that are in the burn unit. So it really is up to us to make those choices. And if you're in a situation where someone you care for is being served food in any setting, we do have the right and an obligation to speak up on their behalf. It's okay to be the squeaky wheel when we're making positive choices for those that we care for. As parents, caregivers, employers, teachers, and peers, demonstrating healthy habits is the best form of health education. Do as I say, not as I do. No, that doesn't work here. It's definitely do as I do, right? If you are a regular French fry person, please order the side salad instead. Make the impression. Drink water instead of sweetened drinks. Sooner or later, the positive influence will rub off because children and peers and people respond to what is habitual. Think about the variety of things that were presented here today and make a healthy choice for yourself. And again, as my mom would say, when you have your health, you have your wealth. Thank you very much.